Hello once again, nerds and nerdettes of the Nintendo Universe. Nerdieo here back, and today I want to talk about something that I find extremely disappointing, and that is The World Ends With You. Now, I don't mean the game itself. The game itself is clearly a classic. You guys can look up this game and see how much praise it gets, how much the fans love this game, how fantastic it is. It is an amazing game, and to think that it started out on the freaking Nintendo DS, which is good on its own, but to say that a classic hit so... it impacted so hard on the Nintendo DS, that's insane. And it's honestly fantastic. I love it. I love that it made it this far as a classic game, and I can't wait to see where it goes. But that is if it even goes anywhere, because the Nintendo Switch version, from what I've seen so far, is absolutely trash. And it seems like Square Enix is getting this game right. First of all, I just want to say the first thing is how it's ported. It turns out that the main game on the Switch, the World Ends With You Final Remix, is just a mobile port with added content.
This is not a good port by Square Enix. This is not a good port at all. In handheld mode, I noticed this game seems to function pretty much the same as the mobile phone version. In fact, a lot of people at this point are just playing it in handheld mode where it's all touchscreen because it works. But at that point, it's functioning the same as the $18 mobile version.
That's it. Everybody says that this is just a port of the mobile version from the phones, and it just has more content. Like, why would we want the mobile port? If you really are going to call it the definitive edition, recreate it around the Switch. Don't just port the phone version. When anybody thinks of The World Ends With You, they think of the Nintendo DS version, not the phone version. Second is that The World Ends With You doesn't even get translated properly through Square Enix. Now, I will say, I'm sorry if this is wrong, and I'm sorry if it seems like I'm jumping, but there is evidence that shows that they didn't even translate it properly to the Italian language. They just took an Italian fan's translation and put it into the game. I'll go ahead and put links to all these claims and stuff in the description below. People like Spawnwave have gone over the mobile port thing, and Nintendo Life have gone over the evidence that talks about them taking a translation from a fan and putting it into the Switch version. Like, that's just insane. And then to spit in the fan's mouth, they finally go to say that even though with this port being mobile and them not even putting that much effort into it, they say that The World Ends With You is the final chance for the game to get a sequel. What kind of slap in the fan's face is that? Now, of course, there may be some people who actually like the Switch port, and if you do, I'm happy for you. I hope you enjoy the game, play the game, love the content that they put into it. I can respect that. But for them to say that this kind of port is really what's going to be the definitive and final version of the game, and that its only chance to get a sequel is for this to do well, it just really blows in my opinion. Like, I feel like the DS version would get more people on board for a sequel than the Switch version if this is how it sounds like. Like, if this is what we're given, then it really does seem like the DS version is what I'd show people to try to get them on board for a sequel, not the Switch version. But that's just my opinion. Tell me your guys' thoughts on this in the comments below. I'll leave all the evidence in the description. Other than that, I'd love to see your guys' opinions on this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, please do click that like button. You guys want to see more updated with more, I guess, RPG stuff now? Please do click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, I'm out.